Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Want to start by giving all glory and the praises to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHam, BAHASHam, QADASH.
The brother, I'm one. Next to me, I have the brother.
itazawam555.
We coming from you from down in Tampa Bay, Florida, from the camp province of Babylon. Coming with another quick hit through the span prayer by Shai. Lord, wanted to edify and feed the sheep. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who teach you well. Peace and blessing to the brothers who push this work and truth and sincerity to the scattered abroad. Now we just want to go into a quick little lesson. Are going into it says teen shot in the head after ringing the wrong doorbell by 80-year-old elderly man. Okay. So hey man, you know, this teen got shot in his head, okay, by ringing the wrong doorbell. Okay. Hey man, it's some spirits, man, that's going on these people, man, that's starting to just activate for some reason, man. And ultimately these people are having demons upon them, being possessed by them, man. All right. Shows you that we're in some scary times, man. Show you that we're in some times where things are going to get much worse. All right, these same spirits on these people, all right, these demons that's activating on these people are going to start to activate a lot more. Okay, and this is not an only recent situation that happened, but another situation happened with these cheerleaders. Okay, these Edomite cheerleaders, where they had this something, they went to the wrong car and someone shot them, and they was in critical condition, man. All right, shows you that, hey man, you gotta be careful in these these times. If I may add to this, down in Florida, the governor of Ron DeSantis just pretty much signed a bill to where you can pretty much walk around with a concealed weapon without a permit, man. So So moving on, he just made it where you can walk around with a concealed weapon, man. All right, which is going to lead to people acting up. Okay, so we're going to bring a couple of scriptures out. Lord, when you're edified.
This was this kid that got shot. He got shot by Edomite, didn't he?
Yeah, he got shot by an elderly Edomite. If I didn't mention in the beginning.
It says, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord Yahawah hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. So the Lord has divided the man upon earth into different nations. And this is where you get the word world. You get the word worlds, you get the word cosmos, which is a harmonious arrangement or an orderly arrangement. All right, because in these nations, they have different ways, different traditions, different languages. So you can look at it as different worlds. So that's why when you look at John 3:16, it says he so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. That's only talking about one nation of people, because that's one nation of people is a one world, and then a different nation is another world, But it says, Ecclesiasticus 33 and 11, in much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse, meaning different. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low, and turned out of their places. All right, and you got Jake, who was blessed, who had the blessing, was given the blessing, of the kingdom, and you had Esau, who was given to serve, man. He has the blessing now, he's exalted now, but he shall be abased later, man. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. All right, so the Lord is able to, give to man what he pleases, and he gave what he pleased with these. He was pleased to give Edomites destruction. He was pleased to give Edomites slavery. It pleases him to hate these Edomites. He created a nation to hate, and he created a nation to love, which is Jake. Good is set against evil, and life against death. Okay, so that good against evil is like what? Jacob versus Esau. Righteousness versus wickedness, And soon Israel going to be coming back to their righteous estate, and you're going to really see the manifestation of the scriptures. Good is set against evil. It says, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. And that's not just Jake versus Esau, but the elect versus 2/3 as well, man. Because the Lord has chosen his seed to be righteous. And he made his elect to be righteous, and Jake, 2/3 Jake, just ain't getting it yet. But ultimately, in the end, we all gonna come into that righteous estate, that righteous mindset, and Esau gonna be brought down low, and he gonna be made to humble. He gonna be humbled and made a servant to us. And after 1,000 years, he's gonna be cut off from the earth, man. But you're starting to see now. Well, if you don't understand it yet, well, look around you and look at like this news article. You see why the Lord has chosen them to be the wicked.
Yeah, that's right. Liz say this is, a reason leading up to how things are going to change. Because you have it. Jake can't walk around. Okay, he can't move or operate freely, man. Because at any time you can lose your life. Okay, you can be taken out, man. Okay, and it's because these devils have a certain evil, wicked spirit upon them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and especially in these days, man, as the earth waxes older, as the days go on, sooner and sooner these devils are getting more and more wicked. They're getting more and more bold with their wickedness. Yeah. And after that Florida bill that was passed, like your brother mentioned, you can't say shit to anybody, man.
Yeah.
You really can't say anything to anybody anymore. They got, everybody's fucking concealed carrying now, man. But they don't even have to have a permit for it. It's like an all-out war waiting to just brew up, man. You know. I got another precept.
Oh, you got it.
It says, Romans chapter 9 verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. All right, so the Lord hates these Edomites, man. And if you don't see why yet, it's because you're slow. The Lord didn't give you the eyes to see. These devils hate you. These devils truly hate you. And the Lord made you to be righteous. It's because they hate you because they hate the Lord, man. So you see that the Lord's got enemies in the earth. And that's why we hate these Edomites. And you got Jake trying to fight for these Edomites. You got Jake to come into the truth and try to get salvation for Edomite. What is that Edomite going to do for you? The scriptures say, who can make straight what the Lord has made crooked? These niggas going to always be wicked. They always going to be crooked, man. They were created to be crooked. They can't become straight. You can't just give them You can't fight for salvation for them. You're going to end up losing salvation with their ass, man. You're going to get destroyed right alongside their ass. Keep fighting for these fucking Edomites. They're going to show you. That should be the same Edomite that'll do your ass in. And when you're fighting for salvation, he's going to be the same one to do your ass in, man.
That's right.
And the Lord going to do your ass in through that Edomite to show you that the Lord hates these Edomites.
I got a precept. What you're saying? Right quick. This book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. It says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil." So, like the brothers mentioned, man. All right, these devils, they were created for destruction. Okay, they were created for to do the wickedness, man. All right.
That's right.
That's how the Lord set it up. These devils can't change their way. Ethiopia can't change his skin, neither can a leopard change his spot. How much more for these devils and being in the fact that how the Lord created them, to be the wicked, man. You see? And, these devils could come in that vibration, that spirit, that perpetual evilness and hatred towards us, man. All right?
Right.
That's why Jake in the crew, this Jake is in critical condition. Okay, due to this, elderly, 80 years old fucking Edomite who decided to blow somebody's head open, all right, that day.
Yeah. I was doing DoorDash last night, and I'm in an Edomite neighborhood, and I'm just thinking about, damn, that kid really rung the doorbell and got his head blown off, and it made me a little hesitant to approach the damn door, But ultimately, you got to trust in the Lord and do what you got to do to make your shekels, man. But the fact that thought crossed my mind just because I had to approach somebody's Edomite's door, it goes to show you that we're not in the time to be bullshitting or playing around. These devils are getting amped up. These wicked niggas are getting amped up. It's about to be an all-out war, man, and on the shores of America. And the war is going to start within the country before it starts outside the country, man.
Yeah. There's, you're going to have civil wars. You're going to have
race wars.
Yeah, race wars.
Class wars,
uproars. You're going to have all that stirring up, man. All right? Because you got to think about it, man. Look at the Daily American today, man. They're on edge. Okay? They might put a smile on. They might laugh. Or they might do this or whatnot, trying to make the best of it. But ultimately, these people are on edge. They are seeing their kingdom, all right, that they've known for so long crumbling before their eyes.
Yeah.
You see? and because they see that, they're gonna be tense. And these people having a numerous amounts of tense spirit on them. All right, which give, these demons leeway to act the fool, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at what they're going through. The gas prices keeps fluctuating. The food prices getting higher and higher. I watched. I was in the damn gas station and I watched the manager come out and change the price on a package of gum, and that shit went from $3.30 to $6.30. I said, "Damn, that's a $3 jump." She said, "Yeah, inflation, man. Inflation's a bitch." I said, "What the hell?" And that's just for a little pack of gum. How much more for necessities like tissue, bread, milk, water? All these things are going to shoot up, and people going to start fighting each other over this shit. Ron DeSantis, he knows what's coming, man. Yeah, that's why he told you can now get a gun without having a license. Yeah, because you're going to have to fight for your food. You have to fight for your life here, man.
Hey, man, you're going to, he just speeding up the process of what he knows is already to come. People are going to be, and they already had it where they said, oh, well, Florida's the rebellion state,
right,
compared to the other states doing when it came to the whole CV-19 thing. He was the one who was making it a lot harder, right?
Right.
A lot of millions of people started to move to Florida.
Right.
You see? Now you got all these people down here that's giving leeway to what? For these people to act the fool now. Because they feel that they have the access to stand for their rights or stand for this or do this and that. You see? And that's going to lead to order out of chaos, man. Because that's what these devils want.
Well, they say the traffic is increasing here in Florida because so many people moved down here.
Yeah.
And now that this devil passed this gun bill, it's going to be like a big-ass arena to control the population over here, man.
Yeah, it's going to get bad.
Precept, it's book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. You finished with that?
Yeah, you good.
It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity. Okay, it says they had a perpetual hatred, meaning a everlasting hatred towards Israel. Meaning they hate you just as much as he hated you back then, as he hated us back, as Esau, their forefather, hated us back then. That doesn't change, man. No matter how long it's been, no matter how many generations pass, their hatred for you will never change, because you are the sons of YAHAWASHI, and they are not.
Yeah, sure.
It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. All right, so they still shedding our blood. They're shedding our blood back then and still shedding it now. We ain't even doing shit to their ass, man. We here living in their world. It's their world, we're just living it. We're living in their world. Here it is, Jake is oppressing each other way more than they're oppressing Edomites. You don't really see Jake oppressing Edomites like that. Hey. But these Edomites are still oppressing Jake.
Yeah, you got Jake oppressing Jake on top of oppression from the devils, man. Like, what sense does that make, man? But that's our people,
Right.
People are within that mindset, not knowing who their enemies are. Scripture talk about never trust our enemy.
Beautiful.
For lack of iron rustle, so is his wickedness. You see, so these devils, they are amongst you, all right, and they're setting you up for traps, all right, to where you even turn against your own people, man.
Right.
You put a guinea pig inside of a cage, it's only gonna know its environment as much as what you give it. And that's a mindset today. Only know the hood. They only know these things. Where Esau comes patrolling through there, blowing you down, taking you out one by one.
Another precept, Ephesians.
Oh, that's spirits.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
You can bring it up, King. That was on mine.
God, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5. We can close it out with this chapter. It says chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So we got to be walking circumspectly, man. Of our surroundings, being aware of our surroundings. Scriptures talk about being, being sober, being vigilant, okay? Because your adversary, the devil, will walk up about seeing who he may devour, all right, roughly paraphrasing. So we got to be aware of these devils, man. We got to be aware of our surroundings, because, these people having, demons amplify on them, man.
Yeah.
Okay, they will activate them things within a second, man. You see, anything from frustration to stress to whatever can lead to these people blowing your freaking brains out, man.
Yeah.
We got YAHAWASHI, but it doesn't give us the access to just walk foolishly. So the Lord told us what? See then that ye walk circumspectly, and it's going to get to the point. Not as fools.
So you know you ain't supposed to be around motherfucking Edomites, man. Scripture say never trust thine enemies. Scripture say his spirit that is lifted up in him is not upright in him. Meaning there's something not right about this guy. It's just off. It's got a few screws loose. You know, his spirit is missing a few chromosomes, man. The Lord just made him to be different. He's a base man, you know, and he gonna do base things. And if also he's the children of wickedness, then expect wicked shit to stem from him, to proceed out of his mouth, to proceed from his actions. You can't just be around Edomite and expect him to have the same kind of compassion and love and kindness that you have. The Lord created us to have those kind of feelings and to be passionate upon each other, to have compassion, sympathy, empathy. All these feelings of love and righteousness and peace, those are feelings upon Jake. But the feelings of wrath and destruction and just vileness and carnalness, that's upon Esau. So why would you, who's a loving person, go around someone that was created to be a destructive person? You know, you ever be at an Edomite's house when you're growing up, you're a child, you got an Edomite friend, and you in his house, and this nigga start game raging, you start seeing the devil come out these motherfuckers, man.
Exactly.
They start beating up the TVs and destroying everything that their parents worked hard to get them. You know, that their parents labored to get them. They just go to destroying it. And you realize, damn, why he's so mad at such a young age? You know? Well, the Lord created them to be that way. They came out the womb wicked as shit. They came out the womb to be destructive. You know? And look, this devil's given, he's like a child. You know? Scripture say children rule over them.
Yeah.
Or children are their oppressors and women rule over them. The Lord has given the earth into the rulership, the rulership of the earth into the hands of a child. So look what he's doing with the earth. It's very destructive.
Yeah.
He's destroying the air. He's destroying the animals, the food. He's destroying the people, the water. You know, that's why the Lord say in due time he's going to set over it one that is profitable, because Esau is unprofitable. He's very destructive. He has a destructive nature. But if the Lord puts someone that's in righteous state, who has a healing nature like Jake does, then the earth is going to begin to heal itself. It's going to be the best it can be. You know, you're going to see the water. You're going to see animals in the water that you've never seen before. That's going to come to the top of the water.
Yeah.
You know, because they're going to be so well nourished in the water. Ain't going to be no pollution, none of that shit in there, man.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures talk about when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah.
You know, but when the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice, man.
Beautiful.
You know?
A lot of spirits come from the shit that they spraying in the air.
Yeah.
You know, we have not known what it's like to breathe normal air as long as we lived in Babylon.
Exactly, man.
You know?
They cutting off the sources that's supposed to be natural towards you. You know? But I'm going to finish this up. Reading it again, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So prime example, the brother gave examples of why, you know, you have to walk in a certain way in the spirit, right? Okay, it says, verse 16, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Ooh.
You have it, man. The days are evil. And these spirits that's on these people, man, are cranking up. And, you know, you got to be circumspect, man. You know?
Yeah, that's a shame, but that little boy had to be a representation to show you that these days are evil.
Yeah.
You know, he's a pure example. He's in there fighting for his life right now just because he did something completely harmless.
Yeah.
You know, and these Edomites, they're going to take it there, especially these older Edomites, you know, because the older they are, the closer they were to hardcore bondage slavery when they was whooping our ass and we were put to death for just anything.
Yeah.
You know, but the young Jake went up to, he at the beginning of his life, he went up to an Edomite that's at the end of his life, and the Edomite put him to death early, man. And the kid ain't put to death yet, he's still fighting for his life, but a head injury is something very fatal. That's a very critical injury. You can mess up your whole life from a head injury, or you could die from a head injury.
Yeah.
You know, so if, say he does recover, he may recover without knowing how to walk. He may recover without knowing how to speak. You know, that Edomite fucked him up, man.
Yeah. So, hey, there you have it, man. You know what I'm saying? Walk circumspectly in these times, man. You know, once again, likewise, we speak to you, YAHAWAH, is listening to sincerity. We speak to ourselves first and foremost, man. All right. So with that, reading this little, you know, article again, It says a teen shot in the head after ringing the wrong doorbell by 80-year-old elderly man, which is in critical condition. So with that, Lord, when you edify, stay circumspect, brothers and sisters, seeking the Lord in truth and sincerity. We're going to give all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Until next time we say, Shalom.